Hello everyone! Recently, well, once a month or even two now, there was a challenge going around on social media called Draw This in Your Style. I wanted to quickly edit and upload this video before I am even more late to the party. I've had almost a week and a half off from school because of my chest infection, so I've had a lot of time to waste, and ta-da! 2 videos in a week! This challenge was incredibly popular on Instagram throughout July, and you could not follow an artist and not have seen it. So I managed to do 5 over the month in between work experience and assignment. I've only filmed 3. Okay, so the first one is by Lana J Art. Lana J has recently became one of my biggest influence in art with her magical, slightly witchy, I guess, art style. Something about this character's hairstyle had me practicing drawing bob cuts in class, and eventually I started to draw her character, and this was the start of my Draw This in Your Style challenge. I am actually really glad that I did it because the challenge became very therapeutic and fun. So I try to make the character look super sassy in a bohemian fashion type vibe thing, since that really reminds me of Lana J's style. The kimono style outerwear is something that I own in real life. I added it to make the character stand out a bit more against the background, since it was a similar color to her top. I think it worked out, but the downside was that it removed a lot of the tattoos on her arm that made the character who she was. I did change the pose a lot, so it looks more like it was influenced by the art than a redraw. But that's only because I find it difficult to copy something without my own flair to it, and that isn't very enjoyable for me. Especially since I start to compare myself to people who are doing art as a living. Usually those people have a lot more skills and experience. My second attempt is by Casey Golden. I've been following Casey for many years now, and she's always had this vibe about her which encouraged the community around her to do more art, and this is what has kept me attracted to her as a role model. When Casey posted her version of the Draw This in Your Style challenge, I jumped into the opportunity straight away. My version of the cactus girl is a bit more shy, and since cacti, or whatever the plural is, are usually planted with succulents, I drew her being proud of her little thriving garden. This is an emotion that I do want to feel one day, but I'm currently on my 12th succulent this year. Yup. Also, I could not pass up drawing some quirky little patterns on the pot to add in more cuteness to the cactus. Originally, I painted the background a greenish blue, but I felt it was just too much of that color. So I eventually changed it to a reddish purple, which is, I think, green's split complementary color. And it really did help the character stand out much more. Okay, finally, the last one is by MIJELLO. I think that's how the name is pronounced. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. As I mentioned before, I do not think I'm very good at painting galaxies, so when I saw this girl, I knew I had to use it as an opportunity to practice. I did this character in a larger format than the other two, so there would be more space for water and to let the paint flow into each other. I lined it with a black Posca pen and filled in all the space that is meant to be darker. I was hoping that watercolor would work on top of it, but it unfortunately didn't. Yeah. There are other things that I would change about it if I did this painting again, such as the pose. I sort of really messed up the arms, but it doesn't really stand out unless someone was deliberately looking for them. The other thing that I had a problem was the sun. I didn't realize it was part of the character's headpiece, and I thought it was just part of the background. So I drew her obtaining the sun. That's why her hair is being blasted outwards by force, and that kind of messed up the rest of the headpiece. Other than these parts, I'm actually pretty proud of this redrawing and enjoyed painting with a less controlled method where the watercolors behave naturally with each other. I had to pull out my gouache to be able to paint on top of the black. Maybe next time I might have to experiment on what can be layered on top of a non-budging black and not use a Posca pen. I did really enjoy using the fine-tech watercolors for these drawings because gold is really used for moments where a shiny embellishment works better than using a flat color like a yellow ochre or something similar, such as space and jewelry. So having that opportunity was very fun. So as I said before, I did do 5 of these Draw This in Your Style challenges. I didn't record the other 2 because I was doing them during a busy time, so it was more of a stress relief. One of them was by Laura B, and I chose this because it's a similar vibe to Lana J's art. The other one was Jacqueline Delon. She put up her amethyst witch for the challenge, which I thought also had a really adorable bob cut, so I had to draw it. That is it. I hope you enjoyed my renditions of everyone's art in this video. I have the artists that I mentioned in the description below. So thank you for watching and enjoy your day. Happy painting. Bye.